Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor. What card are we going to work on today? Is it one of these legends like my all-time favorite player, Gary "Kid" Carter? One of the greatest athletes ever to walk this planet, Bo Jackson? Ron Gant hitting a foul ball? Dave Stewart, whose scowl from the mound still scares me, much like Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Mark Langston, good-looking pitcher? Or will today finally be the day that we cut up Steeler, quote-unquote, legend, Mark Malone? Or will it be Cal Ripken, Paul Molitor, Will Nussler-Clark? No. It's going to be from one of our packs. And yes, supplies are running low. I'm going to have to get out to the baseball card shop, ask if they have any cards I can cut up on camera. After I'm asked to leave, I'll send someone in to buy the packs for me. Some people don't feel I should cut up the 1987 Topps cards, but I'm a rebel, Dottie. Until I see Large March, then I get really afraid. Let's open up the pack and see what's inside. '87 Topps followed a lackluster year for Topps card designs. 1986 Topps, with its bulky design, prominent team logo and name, bad photo quality. 1987 Topps promised to be a return to the classic days of baseball cards. For the most part, it succeeded. Its classic wood grain border did feel kind of retro. Some people have asked, will I be sampling the gum in these videos? I don't have that kind of a death wish. So maybe one day we'll set a channel goal and then I'll do it. But until then, we're just going to snap it. Let's see what's in the pack. Jeff Stone, Mike Flanagan, at one point a 23-game winner. Ooh. Bob Ojeda, classic Met. A mustache, not classic in any era. Angels, leaders. We have Bob Boone, Mike Witt. I believe that's pitching coach Renee Latchman. I could be mistaken, though. If I'm wrong about Renee Latchman, I'd like to apologize to whoever this is. I'd also like to apologize to the Latchman family. I should be better. The Angels leaders. Ooh. The leader in runs was Gary Pettis. Good defender. Spent some years with the Rangers. Mike Witt. This picture on the front, dominating most of the stats. Here is an absolute forgotten legend of the game, one of the best from the late 70s into the early 80s, the Cobra, Dave Parker. I got no jokes about Dave Parker. Always one of my favorite players. Not talked about enough. Look up the 1979 All-Star Game in Seattle. Stud. Mike Greenwell. He looks like he's a movie star from 1927. A future star at this point in time. This card will be considered very valuable in the spring of 1987. Despite a few good years, Greenwell would never really reach the heights that was promised, but that's often the case. He did have a nice career, a great swing. Ooh, and according to this card, Mike was voted MVP of his Little League team. Mike, don't let anyone tell you that you didn't do well. Dennis Rasmussen, Greg Minton, Padres leaders, Terry Kennedy and Andy Hawkins, who led the Padres in this 1986 season. Tony Gwynn, Kevin McReynolds, Craig Lefferts, wow. Rich Gossage, no wonder the Padres weren't really good. Gwynn, of course, a legend. Ooh. Since we're not going to win a trip to Spring Fever Baseball. Just rip that up right now for you. Carmelo Martinez, Nate Snell, Ron Shepard, Willie McGee, one of the great hitters of the 80s. Won a batting title, I believe, in 91. 90 or 91, he won a batting title as a Cardinal, but finished the year as an Oakland A. Nick Asaski, talented first baseman. His career was affected by vertigo. It's the first time I learned that you can get dizzy and not stop. Sorry, Nick. Gene Garber, Mike Flishlin, Randy St. Clair. Now, I am a New York Yankee fan. Please don't hold that against me. From the mid-90s on, you could say that rooting for the Yankees would make me a front runner. But I've been rooting for the Yankees since Mike Flishlin played shortstop for us. No disrespect to Mike Flishlin, who is holding the bat so high up he might as well be playing lunch league softball. He batted .206 for us in 1986, but I have been a fan of the Yankees since this man was on our infield, not Derek Jeter. So please, do not call me a front runner. What card are we going to cut up today? Who is going to get worked on? I've got it. Let me get my gear. Tight fit. Today, though it's tempting to work on Mike Flishlin, we're going to go to someone who was part of one of the best baseball teams ever. Featured in this 1987 pack. We are going to work on Bob Ojeda. Let's prepare the card. All right. Let's go in. I missed a spot. You know why I missed a spot? I have a glass eye in my left eye. I can't see out of my right one. Let me do some healing on this card. Now you'll find that 100% of the cards that I work on report feeling no sensation at all. But 0% of the cards I work on report within the first 24 hours feeling a warm sensation, sense of comfort, peace, warm feet. It's the service I provide as a sports card doctor. Drink plenty of water and have a pleasant response. The 1986 Mets remain one of my favorite teams. Yes, I'm a New York Yankee fan, but my favorite baseball player was Gary Carter, the catcher, cleanup hitter for these Mets. Bob Ojeda come over from the Red Sox to help anchor their staff behind Dwight Doc Gooden. Ojeda was key for the bad boys of the Mets that year. I made fun of Ojeda's mustache earlier, but it was the style at the time, and a good baseball mustache, like the one worn by Mets teammate Keith Hernandez. Definitely have their place in baseball history and lore. Cutting up pitchers is a little harder than batters. There's a lot more arms and legs akimbo. All right. I think we've done some great work today. '87 Topps. I don't know if you brought the world, the baseball card world, back to a golden age, but you certainly brought a lot of class to our video today. Bob Ojeda has been cut up.